welcome to Underkill TV here in Southampton this time, joined with Aussie Rockers. Massive, how you doing, guys? Good to see you.
Hey, how you going? We're good.
Good. How you doing?
How you doing?
And you've just started a UK tour, am I right? And you've got pretty much, is it about 8 or 9 dates left through the UK?
Yeah, I think we've got 10 to go. Our first one was on Sunday. Yeah. But it's the start of the UK tour. We've been on tour for 3 weeks already, so we're starting to look old. we're feeling old already.
Yeah, we did 18 gigs straight before we got to the UK. So.
Was that in Australia or then through Europe then, was it?
Or? It was Spain, France, Belgium, Germany. Wow. So, yeah. We the day before we got to the UK, we were in France. And so yesterday was actually our first day off. And, yeah, we needed it. we really needed it. And we were a bunch of old, grumpy men. But now we're all right.
You're doing good now. And what do you like about the UK and Europe then, coming back to it so often? Why do you like coming back so much, bro?
I like the weather. At the moment, how's good as the weather? It's like Australia.
No, we love the fact that people have responded really well to us here. They seem to love us here more than they do in our own country. Yeah. No, they like us at home, but here this is what we worked for, to be overseas and do what we do.
And what's the plan with the band? I know you've got a couple of albums out. Is there any, I think the last one was 2016, I believe. Is there any news for a new album then? Is there anything planned in the pipeline?
Yeah, a new album comes out next year, February 1st, is it? Yeah, that's the one. We're selling pre-orders at the moment at the shows and online, is it?
Yeah. You can get it all online. What we're doing on this tour is we've got lanyards that you can buy for £15 and you get a card with it. You go online, you type in your details, and we send you a signed copy of the album on release date. Wow. So yeah, it's just a way to promote the new album while we're on tour. All the sales and the pre-orders go towards the charts. So I mean, it's a good way to get the charts up high and give us something to promote as well. So yeah,
that's a great idea. I mean, it's a bit like the pledge. I mean, this seems to be the way forward now. It's given a little bit, not a lot of control, but a little bit of control back to the artists, as it's not so much dominantly run by the music companies, the record companies. Would you agree?
Absolutely. I mean, we've been on big labels, we've been on small labels, we've been everywhere in between, and we find if we're going to do a tour, the best way to do it is just do it ourselves. We've had people sell us the world, and you always find yourself going, yeah, this is going to be great, and then the expectation just is too much, and we come home and go, wow, that sucked. So this time we've done it all ourselves. This tour we booked ourselves, and we've ordered our own merch, and we've fronted the money up front, and if it fails, it's our fault. It's no one else's fault. So that's kind of the do-it-yourself way of doing it now. It's great.
Yeah, and you sort of work things out along the way. Like you work out what works one year. Yeah, and what doesn't work. So if we do something that doesn't work, we definitely don't do it again.
Yeah. You mean we're not going back to France? No, they're good. That's a joke. They're all right. They're good.
Also, this is our new member too, just so you know.
Hello.
And one thing I wanted to say when we're touching on the subject of sort of smaller bands, I mean, it does sort of bring that community together. I mean, I discovered you guys first time with Buffalo Summer and things like that, good friends from sort of where I'm from, and, you discover bands like that. So, I mean, there's so many artists out there doing what you're doing and in that boat now of self-promoting and things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And Buffalo Summer are a great band, and we kept friends with those guys for years now. So, our first shows in the UK were on that tour. So, we were still young and excited and naive and just jumping out and doing whatever we could do. But, you live and learn on the road and make friends for life doing it. So it's good to meet bands like that and see that they're still going and doing things as well. It's great.
And going back to the new album, what would you say the new album sort of sounds like to your previous two offerings? What would you describe it as?
It's like the first album, but heavier. Really? A little heavier, a bit more, what would you say?
Probably a bit more angst, a bit more, I wouldn't say punk, but it's a bit, faster and in your face and, balls to the wall kind of stuff. And, we're going to be playing a bunch of songs on this tour. So, just road testing them, I guess, see if people like them and what works for us going next year. We're going to be back. So, it's just, massive full throttle rock and roll. There's no difference between us. We just go out there and play loud and play fast.
Excellent stuff. And one thing I wanted to say, anybody that does want to check out the new album, you've got Facebook, Twitter, and the website, which I'm guessing you can just check here, just down there. And what's the plans then into 2019? Have you got any sort of, are you coming back to the UK or anything planned at the moment, or is it still in the pipeline?
Yeah, we've got a few festivals already booked. A couple of them have been announced, so we're back. We're headlining SOS Festival in Manchester next year, and there's a couple more that we've been announced for but haven't been, announced, officially announced out there. So we're back in the summertime. We're just booking a big run in the summer, so that'll be our album tour. Still early days, we don't know where we'll be yet, but we'll be here for sure.
That's great news. And I know you're going to be going on stage shortly. One other thing I wanted to ask and sort of touch base is, what's been your own sort of personal highlights, I mean, since the band's been going? What, if you could pick one each individually, I mean, I know it's only a short matter of time for you. So. Go on then.
You have to pick one. Probably Altenbergen in Germany. Yeah, a couple nights ago, Friday night. It was massive, yeah, about 800 people, 800 people all there for us, and yeah, good turnout. Everyone loved it, good time.
It's always a good rock crowd, Jim. I mean, like we were talking about Motorhead, they were one of the bands that seemed to survive well in Germany through the early 90s when they had a sort of low ebb.
Yeah, actually, I remember on stage at Altenbergen, we stuffed up a song, and the crowd was just going so mental, I didn't even notice. And I ran over to you and we're like, "This is just too easy, man. We don't even have to be good right now. They don't even care." So yeah, yeah. What are we doing? Why are we even playing? Just put a CD on. They'll still mosh. Highlight. Oh, you go first. You're in the middle.
Oh, I'm in the middle. It's my turn.
Yeah.
A highlight for me is playing in countries where they don't even speak English, but they love what we do, and they're there purely for the rock and roll sort of thing, like even all through Spain, there's people of all ages there. There's a lady that was about 65 years old, front row, and it was one of the loudest gigs that we've done too, and she was just watching us as if we were her kids. She was just like at the front, and every time Brad hit a high note, she was just like clapping, and it was just like, and to me that's the best, and her and her husband both left wearing a t-shirt. Wow. Yeah. And it's just, it's such a nice thing to be accepted into countries where you wouldn't normally sort of go. Yeah, some of these towns you'd never even know they existed if you weren't, from there. Yeah. So that's that. I love that sort of things.
And yourself, Brad?
Oh, you just took my one, mate. So I should have went first. Yeah, Spain was insane, to be honest. It was crazy. Look, we've supported some big bands, but I still think like our Blackberry Smoke tour for me was crazy. Like some of those shows were just so epic, and like you would walk out and it'd be a 3-tier, theatre, and it's kind of daunting, but like, those guys were so accepting, and just playing those shows with such professionals was just crazy. Like it was still, I think back and go, wow, if we don't do anything bigger than clubs and pubs, we still did something awesome like that, and something to keep for sure.
They were so comfortable with who they were, and we were still a young band then. We had a lot to prove. Like you could tell, our first song was like one of our fastest songs, and then when they came on, they just came on relaxed, and it was just like, as Brad said, just pros, like we went as hard as we could, and they were just like, you kids are crazy, sort of thing, But back to you.
No. Any questions? I'm good.
No, I mean, obviously I know you're going to be going on very shortly, and I know you've got food waiting for you, so I won't keep you any long before it goes.
Are you going to stick around?
I will stick around. So I will say this is, and what I will do actually, I will put forward myself a competition. Anybody that wants to get the new massive album, like and share this video, and I will put you into the draw for a competition to win this video. So I can't be fairer than that, guys. So if you want a new album, which is out February the 1st, is it? February the 1st, from Massive, like and share the video, and I'll make sure that you're in the draw for it. This is Alistair from Underkill TV, signing out with the guys from Massive. Cheers, guys.